What's up, Reds? Welcome to the Sunday Summary Talk Show on Nothing But Reds. We're going to get into some interesting stuff today, Steve. First off, good morning. But have you been following all of this weird tension stuff between Mane and Salah on Twitter? It's pretty toxic. I'm going to be honest.
Not buying it.
No, I'm not buying it either. And that's the thing. No one's buying it. But even James Pierce got involved in some of this, like the retweets and stuff. Like, I think the Anfield Talk retweeted something. And James Pierce was commenting. It's just pretty toxic. We'll get into all of that. We're going to talk about Wijnaldum, new contract situation, news coming out about Van Dijk and Gomez's injury. And then, of course, we'll look forward to Wolves as well. Saying what's up to Liz. Liz is a channel member once again. What is up, Liz? Thanks again. Ryan Johnson's what's going on, and Hussein Khalif. And Steve, we got someone saying, what's up, guys? Steven, don't turn into hologram Ben Davies, please.
What does that even mean?
I don't even know what it means.
I love it, but what does it mean?
Man, so Steve, what's going on, bro? How's your week been? Coming off a good win midweek?
Dude, I'm in Vermont. I'm in the beautiful state of Vermont right now. I got the mountains. Here. There's a lot of snow activities and skiing, so I can't complain. Liverpool won earlier this week. Could have won that game 4-0.
Should have won that game 4-0.
6-0. But
8-0.
Mane is just...
Mane's on another level.
In a bad way.
Yeah, I know. Right now.
He's not playing well at all.
No.
And he was offside for that goal.
You thought he was on... All right, well, he was onside for the goal. How about Divock Origi, bro? How about Divock Origi getting that?
He hit cross with more conviction and, like, power than anything he's done in the last... Since the Champions League final.
Wow.
He hit that thing as hard as he could. That was a picture-perfect cross. Right across the box, curling away from the keeper. He hasn't done anything like that in years. I was so happy. So that was nice.
It was very nice. Nice.
Would you ask me how my week was going? Great. I can't complain.
You can't
I got
complain.
maple syrup up here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Vermont or not, especially if you're from overseas, but great maple syrup, cheese, beer. It's a great place. Great place. Come visit me.
So you were telling me,
Stafford.
Steve, you were telling me yesterday you were drinking the syrup right out of the tree or something?
So yeah, what they do is the maple trees, they tap them, they put a thing inside the tree, like a little tool, and it drains like the sap. Now the sap is like very, very diluted. If you were to drink the fluids from the tree, it tastes like water. However, when they like boil it down and like heat it and like basically cook it, it extracts maple syrup. Not Aunt Jemima's, not Miss Buttersworth, none of that trash. This is legitimate pure syrup. And it takes like 60 gallons of this stuff from the maple trees to make 1 gallon of syrup.
Wow.
So it's a very long cooking process. But anyways, I was lucky enough yesterday to drink some out of like a little tiny test cup. And it's not like thick like Aunt Jemima. You can actually drink this stuff. Like so you can't drink Aunt Jemima. It's like
the viscosity. It's too viscous, right? To throw
the viscosity is too high, correct?
Yeah.
But this stuff was warm, right out of the tree, right out of there. It looked like Breaking Bad's like lab. You know, it's like intense.
It's high tech stuff.
Yes, and it was very, very good. So that's what I've been up to. And yeah,
nice. I just always think of that scene in Wedding Crashers where they're talking about the maple syrup conglomerate, and I just always geek out.
I'm going to have to watch
You're going to have to rewatch it, man, because that's a classic scene. But guys, look, we're done talking about maple syrup, but I thought it was pretty interesting when you were telling me all that yesterday. All right?
Yeah.
So real quick, Klopp came out talking about Virgil van Dijk and Gomez. They are going to miss the Euros, okay? That's not surprising to me. Anyone who expected them to be back, we've been vocal about this from day one. They're not coming back early, okay? Just the recovery process is too long, so they'll be out, okay? Another thing is that Mane and Salah, all right? And I'm going to pull up my Twitter here just so everyone can see what I'm talking about, okay? There's been stuff going around about Salah leaving, being unsettled, Mane not happy, this, that, and the other, okay? I favorited a bunch of stuff on Twitter just so we could just chat about it, okay? And we get everyone's opinions in the chat, what's going on. Personally, I think everything coming out about all of this is trash. By the way, just a friendly reminder, pinned, tough times don't last, tough people do, Trent. Attaboy. All right.
Good work, Trent.
Now, look, here we go. So instead, this is via the Independent. Instead of selling Mo Salah, Liverpool will build their side around the forward. Okay. So this leads me to believe this is
why not?
It's a pretty obvious statement, but at the same time, everything is linked with Mo Salah leaving, bro.
Who?
The Athletic was trying to divide Mane and Salah yesterday in an article that came out. It was pretty divisive, and I'm trying to find it here, but what do we need to do this summer? Like, do we need to bring in someone else in the front three?
I mean, there's big names out there. Haaland, Mbappe. Honestly, I think Mbappe is probably going to stay at PSG because Neymar is renewing over there. And there's links with Messi.
So here's another thing, Steve. PSG not only apparently they're linked with Mane as well, trying to pursue Mane. I could see that potentially happening. I don't know if it's going to, but I honestly, I was like, oh, that actually kind of makes sense. But reportedly, Mbappe has rejected 3 contract renewals from PSG.
Well, if that's the case, then he's coming to Liverpool because he isn't going to go anywhere else.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know how true the report is suggesting that he's rejected 3.
Well, I think it may have been the president of La Liga came and said that most not coming to the Spanish league this summer. There's no big signings coming in.
From the Spanish league?
Yeah, that like the president of the league. Don't quote me on that. Somebody high up in the league.
Yeah.
Was asked about Mo Salah joining La Liga, and he was like, very, very, very unlikely. And like people close to Salah are saying that he loves it here.
That's what I'm saying.
But Mane, who knows what's going on with Mane?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him.
And every report that's coming out, you'll see here via Kevin Palmer, huge doubts remain over the Liverpool future of star man Mo Salah, but Klopp will be handed funds to invest in his squad, even if all of his big-name stars all remain at the club. Well, thank God.
What's one team right now you could say, if you go there, you're in a better spot to win the Champions League or your domestic trophy next season? And like, who could you confidently say, oh yeah, definitely more so than Liverpool there? Domestically, Man City.
Domestically, Man City.
But that's in all of Europe.
Yeah.
Like
the only argument I could make, Steve, is probably Bayern. And it's only because they won it last season. It's only because they won it last season. Okay. Yeah. But you look at the talent they have. Leon Goretzka in that midfield is quality. You got Kimmich. You got Gnabry, Coman. You got Alphonso Davies coming through the ranks. You got a bunch of young defenders. I mean, they're quality, you know?
Yeah, but that league is weak.
I'm not going to say the Bundesliga is weak, Steve.
That's a weak league, man.
Nah, I think you're on something if you think that league is weak.
Okay. Well, what about Timo Werner then?
What about Timo Werner?
Timo Werner came over and said, this is really intense over here. That's why I'm struggling. He said that 2 weeks ago.
Okay, one person's testimony doesn't mean you automatically get
Who
to say,
else has come over from the Bundesliga recently and done well? Havertz? No.
Havertz has not done well.
Next. Who else? Who?
Steve, I don't know. I'm just saying that league is not weak.
Ozan Kabak?
But don't talk about my boy Ozan Kabak like that.
Dude, that league is weak. That league is leak.
You don't even know what you're saying right now. All right. Here's the big news, okay?
Let's know what you guys think.
According to Sport, Barcelona have ruled out the idea of signing Wijnaldum. Okay, apparently, this is funny to me. I made a video about this yesterday. Barca have decided to focus their attention and finances on other areas in the team. And I'm just thinking to myself, this club is nearly $1 billion in debt. You think they would just stop trying to sign people and maybe figure out their financial situation, but they're continue to go after people. But Apparently, his priority is now allegedly to sign a new deal at Anfield, according to Sport.
Yeah,
I like
big
it.
surprise there.
But at the same time, we don't know if it's true because literally 2 hours after I retweeted this, there was a report that said the transfer to Barcelona is 95% done.
Interesting.
And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't know who to trust anymore, Steve.
I never trusted anybody. Never will.
God, it's just insane.
I don't even trust you.
Yeah. And Liz is spot on with this one. Steven is a pot stirrer. That's what I think.
Possibly.
No, I think that's the truth.
Dude. Wait, is that in regards to the Bundesliga talk?
I don't know, but I just think
I can't even name 14 of the teams in that league, Kyle.
Well, that's just your own problem.
10.
What are you talking?
Well, it's probably 10 in that league right now that I can't even think of off the top of my head right now.
I could probably name 15 in the top league without forgetting any. All right, look. People in the chat, what's up, Tony? What's going on? All right. Brian Johnson said it's not weak, just EPL is on next level. I agree with that.
Well, okay, fine. Either way, it's there is a difference, a noticeable difference. So if you want to say that we're just that elite over here, I'm cool with that too.
I guess that's a more diplomatic way to put it.
There you go. Deshaun Goldburn. Hell of a name, by the way. Why don't we pin his comment?
Hey, Rin. Oh, God, I think it's Ryan's. I forgot how to pronounce it. My bad. You got to let me know in the chat, but what's going on? Who am I pinning right now?
Deshaun Goldburn, the greatest name to ever grace this chat.
Dude, I don't even see it.
9:12 a.m., Kyle.
What?
9:12 a.m.
Deshaun. Oh, I see it.
There's another couple more.
Steve, I agreed. Bundesliga players usually flop. Joelinton, Haller.
Kyle, I don't really want to let this go, to be honest with you. Do I need to mention Thiago? He's not a flop. He's not a flop, and he's on our team. But it's okay to be critical, Kyle. He's been less than impressive. He's had 3 good games out of 18.
Steve, how can you say that when he's been playing out of position? Did you see the last game when he was...
You're just looking for excuses.
Interrupting me.
Stop interrupting me.
Stop interrupting me. Just let me talk. Dude, when he's able to push forward, when Fabinho's in that DM role, look how much better he was.
Yep.
That's my point. That's his position.
Great point. Doesn't get you any brownie points, though, Kyle. He's had 0 man of the match performances.
Well, look at who was playing. Nat Phillips. You can't win over Nat Phillips.
That's true. That is true. That's the most valid thing you've said since I've known you. Now, everybody that watches this show regularly, it's time to give me some credit for Nat Phillips. Should be the first name on the team sheet every week, no matter what. It's time to agree with me there.
Yeah, and honestly, Liz said this, I think, as well. You were the one. Maybe I don't know if it was Liz or not, but week in, week out, you were saying Nat Phillips has done nothing wrong. He deserves to start, and everyone was like, "I don't know." Steve, you were right, man.
I don't get it. It's not. This isn't like groundbreaking news. If you watch him play, he's just bulletproof. The guy is unreal. Like the headband the other day, like what? What a legend. Reminded me of LeBron with the mask.
Oh, yeah, with the mask.
I'm never going to forget Nat Phillips with his headband, just putting in a 9 out of 10 in the Champions League.
Headband Phillips will be folklore over there.
Oh, my God, what a legend.
Did you see him coming out and saying, he's like, if he loses a header, it proper winds him up or something? And I was like, let's go. Legendary.
Steve is always right. Football Hub. I would definitely pin that if Kyle would give me permissions, but he knows that's not a good idea.
Steve, I can't give you permissions. I don't know how. I don't know if that's an upgraded thing. So I think Ryan's updated his membership, I think, because he was already a member. So welcome to the upgraded membership.
Sick.
Now, Ryan Johnson asking, what's the deal with Davies? Dude, Davies, did you see the picture of him again? It seems like every player that we bring in, bro, we make them look homeless. The thing that happened with Samikas and then Ben Davies coming in. I'm gonna find the picture.
I don't know what's going on with him. Like, he needs to play.
He does. Do you think
he needs to play over Kabak?
You think he'll play against Wolves?
No, I don't, because he hasn't played yet.
God, bro.
But I think he should play over Kabak. I think he deserves a chance over Kabak.
I definitely think he deserves a chance over Kabak. Now, will he play over Kabak? That's the question.
Tony Madden. Nat Phillips, first name on the team sheet. Thank you, sir.
Phillips is solid, and more importantly, is not injured. Yeah, for the love of God, he's not injured. Yep.
Well, I mentioned it this week. He needs to get paid and sign a contract, like a legitimate contract. Give that man 6 figures a week. What does he make?
He's on a legitimate contract.
Money-wise, it's legitimate.
Let me look up how much he makes, Steve.
He probably makes $20K a week.
Oh, I'd be surprised if he makes that.
So it's not legitimate, is what I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, actually, Nat Phillips makes more than Divock. Ha! No kidding. Let me see here. I might have to pull this up for everyone to see it, but you got names on the team sheet. Okay, Thiago is making – okay, this isn't accurate, I don't think. But anyways, where are we at here? Nat Phillips makes 64,000 pounds a week.
Yeah, he needs double that.
Okay. You know what's crazy, dude? Joe Gomez and Trent both make 75,000 pounds a week.
Yeah, but that's just because they
that's it.
They're not due for their extensions yet in their new contracts.
Oxlade-Chamberlain,
they're on rookie deals.
Yo, Oxlade-Chamberlain makes more. Oh, this is okay. No, wait. This is delayed because on here it still has Mo Salah as 27. So I'm pretty sure Mo Salah is 28. So this must be not updated yet. But anyways, just wanted to look that up. So we're 65,000 pounds a week. I think that's pretty accurate. You don't give a guy a new contract all of a sudden just because he had a few good games. That's all I'm saying.
No, you give him a contract because he's never had a bad game in a red dirt. And he's healthy. Yeah. That's my argument.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Speaking of defenders, right? Ibrahima Konate would say yes if asked to join LFC in the summer, says this guy, Guido Schaefer. I don't even know if I'm saying the first name right, but Klopp teammate and Mainz RB Leipzig journalist. So apparently he has a 35 million pound release clause. And Liverpool Echo were saying he would come if we approach. Now, this guy, from what I've heard, is significantly injury prone. Aside from being injury prone, I would not have a problem with him coming in, Steve.
Pass.
Well,
one, he's from the Bundesliga.
Oh, my God. All of a sudden, you hate players from the Bundesliga.
I don't hate players from the Bundesliga, Kyle, but I got to play the odds here. In a pandemic, you can't just be throwing around 40 million for someone that's injury prone on the team with the most injuries in Europe from a league that typically doesn't translate well to the EPL.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay.
And we have Nat Phillips.
Would you say Nat Phillips is the best defender in the world right now?
The best defender in the world right now?
Would you say he's the best defender in the world right now?
No, I don't think he's the best defender in the world right now. I will say he's probably made the least amount of mistakes in his last 10 starts than anyone else in the world.
Okay. That's valid.
It's just a wild guess, but like
Deshaun, these hypotheticals are almost like turning me on, Steve. Nat playing with Virgil van Dijk right here.
Mm-hmm.
Could you see that? That is insane.
Right, it's just you never touch the ball with your head if you're on the other team. Ever. You never get a header.
Never.
No.
Unbelievable. Liz says you give Nat a contract because you can't afford to lose him over the summer. Yeah. And you protect his value if you give him a new contract. All right. Now moving. Let's talk a little bit about this here. So we'll go over to the chat. We'll see what you guys are saying over there. So if you have any questions or any thoughts, leave them in the chat and we'll discuss them here. Guys, wouldn't you take Haaland for $300K per week than Mbappe's crazy weekly salary? No, I'd take Mbappe over Haaland right now.
Oh, it's really tough to answer. Mr. Carrot, what's up? I don't know. No one's making $300K a week. You guys can get that out of your head right now. No one is making $300K.
20 years old.
Yeah, no one. If Mbappe comes here, he's gonna he'll be in the 200s somewhere.
I bet if Mbappe comes, he'll be at most, I think, 250.
Yeah, and everyone else is gonna get boosts. But like they also get it.
Yeah.
Like Salah, Van Dijk, like they get it that Mbappe's probably like the hottest prospect in the world right now.
That's the thing. But he's demanding, bro. He's demanding like $700,000 a week from reports. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just what it was saying.
Well, then you can go pound tar.
Yeah.
And I don't want anything to do with you.
I know it.
I'd rather, dude, Haaland is producing at such a crazy rate right now. Yes, Mbappe is probably going to be the best player in the world. But Haaland's just like the next Lewandowski. Like, he's just going to be a goal machine.
He is quality, bro. Have you watched him play?
Yeah. I mean, what do we need? We need an out-and-out striker.
He's
Mbappe is a great player. He's won and he plays great in big games. Haaland's just like a results guy. He seems like more of a Liverpool guy. We have players like Mbappe already.
Do we have players like Mbappe?
Mane, Salah, they're all similar. Play on the wing, can play up top.
But they're not producing right now.
20 goals a year.
They're not producing like – no, Salah is. But Mane's not producing right now like Mbappe is what I'm saying.
So sell Mane and bring in Mbappe.
To be fair, Mbappe – now this is where I'll level with you, Steve. Mbappe plays in a weak league. This is where I'll say it's a weak league. The French league is a weak league.
Yes, it is. But he does well in the Champions League, so I can give him that.
He does. He does. Joshua Plays saying, what about Matip? So there was another report, actually not a report, actually it was a report, suggesting that the owners, so FSG, would be open to selling Matip, Shaqiri, Ox, and there was one other name in the summer. I think it was Divock. So with those, we're not open to selling Salah, Mane, or anything like that. I think we'll bring in players that play those positions just to start to begin that transition to when these players start to phase themselves out, or, you know, they fall off or whatever, or they need a rest as they get older. But yeah, Matip, I don't know if he's gone this summer, but dude, he's on his way out. I'm telling you that right now. Let's see. Ryan Johnson, if you were a football player and you were playing in your starting in your current team, would you sign with LFC to just sit on the bench? It's actually a good question.
Who?
No. He's saying if you were playing and you were starting in your current team, would you sign for LFC to sit on the bench? I think he's referring to Ben Davies. So no. Ben Davies, week in, week out, one of the best defenders in the championship, signs for LFC, and now he's just sitting on the bench.
I wouldn't.
Interesting.
At the time when he did, I would have, using him as an example, because we had nobody, but for whatever reason, he can't get on the pitch. And they just keep throwing Kabak out there. I don't get it.
That's a tough question, isn't it? Because you always want to, because he's probably getting paid more than he was at Preston North End, right? So there's obviously the contractual incentive, but at the same time, he might just
have the same contract though. It's probably the same exact contract.
But it's still an up, and this was going to get into my second point. It's probably an upgrade in his career-wise. He went from Preston North End to Liverpool FC, right? That's obviously a step up in his career. That's like going from working, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
Oh, I forgot all about Sven Botman. All right. Sven Botman is, I'm in on that train. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Sven Botman since the initial links. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Thomas Page just saying, just imagine Mbappe up front with Mane and Salah, bro. Seriously, though, imagine that. Imagine that front three.
Jota's really good, though.
Oh, my God, guys. Can we just appreciate Jota for a second? He's so technically sound, you know? Like, just think, even I don't think he hasn't scored since he's come back. But excuse me, if you look at that Nico Williams cross to him and him hitting it on the full, like it was just so technically sound, even though who saved it? Was it Areola saved it when we lost to Fulham? It was pretty insane. He's just so good when he plays.
Yeah, I like that guy.
All right. Joshua Place said, I would get Haaland over Mbappe because he is probably cheaper. Well, he's okay, that's a valid point. Price-wise, yes, he's definitely cheaper. And honestly, wage-wise, Steve, he's probably cheaper too.
Yeah, bring him in.
You'd bring in Haaland this summer?
We're not going to pay Mbappe. Unless Mbappe says, okay, I will play here for 250 or 275K per week.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it. It's not about the fee up front.
It's about the wages.
Right, because we're going to sell half the squad.
We are. I'm telling you. We really are. We'll probably sell Shaqiri, Matip, and Ox. I
heard that they want $25 million for Shaqiri.
I think they could get $25 million for Shaqiri.
That's a deal.
I would say they
got him for 12.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, they'll probably get $25 million for Shaqiri easily. I'd see them probably talking it up to 30. I could see them trying to push for 20 for Divock. I don't think they'll 15 to 20 for Divock. Now, Joel Matip, you could probably get a decent amount of chunk of change for Matip.
20.
I don't know.
He's old.
I don't know about that. All right.
He's old.
Hey, Dustin McGee, I appreciate this, man. I like this channel better than Anfield Agenda. Speaking of which, we'll be over on Anfield Agenda.
We love Anfield Agenda. Thanks for the compliment, though, but we love Anfield Agenda.
Yeah, Anfield Agenda is a solid channel, guys. We'll be over there doing the Nothing But Reds Agenda shortly after this, over there in an hour time, actually. So 10:30, 3:30 for you guys over in the UK. And Deshaun back here. Guys, I legitimately think Ben Davies and Nat Phillips would make a better partnership than Kabak. They're both English, so it's easy for them to communicate. Davies is at pace. Nat has headers.
Thank you. Deshaun, been saying this for 6 weeks, buddy. 6 weeks. What are we waiting for?
I don't know.
Kabak is just playing every game.
They're trying before they buy. That's what they're doing. They're just trying to see what they have.
No, they're not buying him.
I didn't say they were. I said they're trying before they buy.
I got no problem with the guy, but it's time to give some other people some chances.
I want to see Ben Davies, bro.
I haven't seen anything from Kabak. I just don't know what they're seeing.
Potential.
What do they see in him?
Potential.
For what?
What do you mean for what? For defending.
But defending how?
I don't know what you're asking.
He's not good aerially, and there's no pace.
Yeah, he's not very fast.
So what are we doing?
Dude, I don't know.
Every game he plays, we lose.
Oh my God. Your points are so like they're crazy, but they're right.
Senya, what's up, brother?
Yeah. What's going on, everyone? Pedro Neto, yeah, he's pretty solid. He's pretty solid. He's not going anywhere for a while, though, I don't think. And we were linked with Awar from Lyon to replace Genie, Steve. What do you think about that?
No, thanks. I'll keep Genie.
I'll keep Genie. Oh, well, honestly, if I had the option, I'd keep Genie. But if we had to replace...
Do we need a Genie replacement, though? If he goes, can we just slide Curtis Jones in on a regular basis and move Thiago up front?
Curtis Jones is that guy, bro. Curtis Jones is that guy.
Yeah.
He's insane. What's up, Doug? How you doing? All right, Deshaun, Klopp needs to give Davies a chance. At least he has an attribute that stands out, whereas Kabak has none. Yeah, I don't know.
I want everyone to keep in mind, I'm sorry for cutting you off there. I do that
I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
There is no knock on Kabak. This is nothing personal. But we have a gentleman that we bought before him that hasn't sniffed the pitch.
Hey, that's true.
He needs to play. Because if Kabak came in and was playing like Nat Phillips, I'd say don't take him out. But he's not. He's not playing like Nat Phillips. He's playing like worse than Lovren at times.
God. Lovren. I was going to good.
At least Lovren was fearless.
I'm glad you said at times because Lovren was quality when he was playing well.
Lovren was world class at times, and he was fearless. Can't say the same about Kavak.
Yet.
Well, I'm tired of waiting. We're in 12th place in the league. I'm tired of waiting.
We're not 12th, are we?
No, we could be at 12th, and if Kavak plays another couple games in a row.
I was like, Steve, what the hell? What table are you looking at, bro? We're not 12th. Good God.
Are we 7th?
I think we're 8th. I think we're 8th right now.
Hmm.
Judah saying we were linked with Barella to replace Genie. DePaul might be a good option as well. Here's what I understand. DePaul was playing striker a couple years ago, and then he was a center forward, and then he was a center attacking mid. Is he a midfielder now? Like, I don't get who this DePaul guy is. Like, I don't understand why we're linked with him. Barella, though, I could see. I like this Barella guy from Inter Milan. I'm pretty sure that's who he plays for. But Joshua Play says, thoughts on Mane out, Ocampo's in? That's the no, not a chance in hell. Good Lord. Ocampos for Mane? No chance.
I don't know who Ocampos is.
He plays for Sevilla. That's a perfect point right there. That's a perfect point. Lovren is the best defender in the world. Hottest take ever on this show. Congratulations.
I love that.
Another hot take. Good Lord. What is going on right now?
Trolls.
There's got to be trolls. Got to be trolls.
We should buy Nkuku. Nkuku is good. I like that guy.
What has he done, Steve?
Who?
Nkuku.
No, I just think he's good. I don't want him.
You just think he's good?
Yeah, I think he's really good. I like watching him play. I think he's just like always in the right place at the right time, and he's like tries to make things happen at least. He whips and crosses. He does take shots from 30 yards out. You know I'm into that kind of stuff.
You love that kind of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you loved Ox, but you've just given up on the Ox.
Kyle, he has been abysmal. He hasn't put in higher than a 5 out of 10 in a year.
Oh, he hasn't, bro. He also doesn't play. When was the last time Ox started? He started like once a couple weeks ago, I feel like. But I don't know. I really don't know. All right. Tony Madden saying, I really want to see Davies play as long as they keep Phillips on. Well, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Look at this one.
Which one? Wait, there's a million comments, Steven.
Sorry. Scroll back up. Kyle, if you gave me permissions, I would do this myself.
I can't do it. You think I'm lying to you by saying I can't do it. I can't do it.
Here we go. Steve, will you be taking over Anfield Agenda? No. Oh, here you go. Lance Mabry, 933. This is a good one.
All right, hold on. I'm looking. Where is it? There it is.
Has anyone seen Coletta Carr play? I remember the guy was at the airport ready to be a Red, but we couldn't find a replacement. He had his boarding pass and everything. And they're just like, hey, man, sorry. No can do.
Marseille, why do they let crap like that happen? Like, they're like, all right, see ya, Chiletta Char. Have a nice flight. And then they call them. They're like, hold on, don't board the plane.
Yeah,
we don't have anyone to replace you.
Yeah. As if he's got to get out like that day.
Well, it was like the deadline day.
Yeah, but you still could fly out like a little bit later in the day or tomorrow.
I don't know. It was pretty tight. Football Hub with some accuracy here. Oxlade should be sold. We all know that. Dev K, what's up, guys? Big fans. I think.
Oh, you're on that train now?
You just literally interrupted me again. You have a problem.
It's because you throw out crap and then move to the next thing.
What? All I said was Ox needs to be sold.
Are you of that mindset now?
What?
You were saying no a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but I got transitioned. I conformed. I succumbed to your knowledge because everything you say is right.
Some say it is so.
Some say it is so.
All right, please continue.
Jesus Christ. All right. What's up, guys? Big fan. I think you're the only Liverpool fan channel in the USA. It's hard to understand the guys in the UK, no offense, watching from Texas. Look, that's the whole thing. I feel like we're the only fan channel in the US.
I mean, there's got to be some more, but they're not. I haven't heard of them. If I haven't heard of them, they can't be anything noteworthy as of yet. Welcome, Dev.
Yeah.
Be careful down in Texas. Everyone's got their masks off, running around like crazy, kissing, hugging, touching the door handles. People dying out here. Be careful.
I was more concerned when Texas lost all power, man. So, Dev, I hope you guys are all right with that.
Everyone's bounced back from there. It's like 100 degrees again. But
nice.
The mask situation, Kyle. No one's wearing masks.
Yeah, Steve, no one's been wearing masks in Florida since freaking November, and everyone's fine down there. They have a lower infection rate than California, who's been on lockdown since March of 2020. So I don't want to hear it. But we're not moving into that.
All right, Dr. McFarlane.
Thank you. All right, look. Hey, honestly, YouTube might censor the video for that, for like misinformation, but whatever. All right, here we go. Steve, people are asking about your thoughts on Curtis Jones again.
He's incredible. He's an incredible footballer. I was completely wrong about him. He's
That's
unreal.
The only thing you've been wrong about, I think.
Oh, I've been wrong about a few things. Like, I don't know what, but Curtis Jones, 100% wrong.
Yeah.
He's unreal. Probably one of our best players. Probably one of our most consistent players.
He is only going to get better, dude.
There are times where I'd rather see him on the pitch than Thiago. Like, a lot of times. Like, more often than not.
Isn't it crazy that this transition into loving, into loving Curtis Jones has been like, at the beginning of the season, we were like, all right, Curtis Jones is playing. He's okay. But then all of a sudden, one day, he just put in a great performance, and then he put in another and another and another, and it's stacked on top of each other. And now I want to see Curtis Jones every week.
It reminds me of, dare I say, Nat Phillips.
It does. It does indeed. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Yanks of the Cop. I forgot. Yeah. Andrew and Steve over there. Good guys over there. Bailey, Quatez, or Coates? I think it's Quatez. We're all stuck in our houses for 2 months. Oh, yeah, the kit for next year. We'll close off with that, but I want to go over to the chat here and see what we missed. Joshua Places put his predicted 11 in the chat, so I'll read a few times, so I'll read that off. Allison, Trent, Kabak, and Nat, okay, with Robbo at the back. Then you got Fabinho, Wijnaldum, Thiago, Salamane, Jota. Hey, I love it.
It's a really safe prediction. It's the exact lineup from the other day.
Yep. Curtis Jones is future Liverpool captain. He's going to have to battle it out with Trent. I honestly think Curtis Jones could potentially – he could beat out Trent for that captain's armband, but right now Trent has it like ahead of him.
But what about when Henderson retires in 6 years and Milner's still playing? Milner's going to have the armband for the next 20 years.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Say it again. I was reading a comment.
Like Hendo's going to be like 35 and retire in 6 years, but Milner's still going to play for the next 2 decades.
Yeah.
So unless Curtis Jones and Trent play for another 20 years, James Milner is the next Liverpool captain, and he will be for a very long time.
Freaking Milner, bro! I love that.
He's going to be playing for the next 300 years.
It's absolutely insane. Ken, what's up from California? We're starting to get a lot of people from the U.S., and I absolutely love that.
Ken, welcome.
Oh man, we got vaccine debates. I didn't want to start a political debate on the fan channel.
What is this? No vaccine debates in here.
Well, not a vaccine debate, but something about the governor. It doesn't matter. We'll move on from that.
Yeah, no one cares.
Adela saying, I didn't know you're from the U.S. Now I understand why it's very easy to understand you speaking English. English is my second language. It's harder to understand British English. Interesting. See, I thought we were speaking improper English.
Well, we might be, but still, if it's easier to understand, then I'll go with that.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I actually am English and Irish.
Well, I'm Irish and Scottish, so
we're both from the UK, Kyle. We're both UK-ish, but we're Americans.
No, I'm American. Like it's been a few generations since I have any ancestors from over there.
Yeah, but your bloodlines are from there.
Well, yeah, that's true. Very true.
You're not Native American.
No. What are you talking about? Native American? Oh, I know what you're saying. You're okay. Native American. I thought you were referring to actually like Native American like heritage.
Yeah, you're not.
I know I'm not. What are we debating here?
You like to try to call me out for saying dumb things until you have a second to think about it.
But I don't know why you're saying that.
Because you're from the UK. Your bloodlines trace back to the UK.
Yes. My heritage is from the UK, but I am here. I'm from here, Stephen.
That's fine. It doesn't matter where you were born. You're from the UK.
Oh my goodness. This has been a feisty morning.
It's all this coffee. I'm just destroying coffee over here.
Dude, I didn't get a chance. I woke up really late because we lost an hour last night. So I didn't have time to make coffee. So I'm fiending for some coffee right now.
Yeah, this hotel coffee is average at best.
Average at best. It can't be worse than the Food Lion coffee I've been getting.
Well,
it's pretty trash.
That's a big mistake. What about that designer place by here that we went to? It's like $8 for a cold brew.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to spend $8 for a cup of coffee every day. You know what I mean? I just think economically it's not a good choice. But that was some good coffee.
It was. Well, what about Dunkies? You got a Dunks around the corner.
Yeah, but I'm not exactly financially liquid at the moment. You know what I mean? I can't just be dropping stacks at these coffee places.
Okay. Has Dunkin' made its way over into the UK at all?
Yeah, guys.
Anyone from overseas?
They definitely
Dunkin' Donuts, Dunkin' Coffee. Has it made its way over?
Yeah. People like when we fight, and I do too. I think it's comical because I'll go back and I'll watch the streams later, and I'll get to the fighting scenes, and it's comical.
PJ Ladd, I'd do anything to have a sliver of Steven's facial hair on my face. Respect, brother. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Steve, I do respect your facial hair. Y'all should have been around when Steve had the huge beard, man. That was like, you got to go back to the very first videos on the channel. If you go back to like this, literally like the third and fourth videos on the channel, you'll see Steve with the biggest beard you've ever seen.
But don't judge those videos, guys. They were trash.
They were trash.
They're very, very bad videos.
They're bad videos, but they're funny. They're real funny. Someone said yes, they do. Someone said no, they don't. We have some Wii stands, but not shops. Okay, so they don't have Dunkin' Donuts over there, I guess.
Interesting.
That's very interesting. An armchair. I haven't seen Armchair in a while, but Steve said Nabi has fought off his dysentery.
Yeah, well, now he's got malaria again. So.
Oh my goodness. So guys, let's round up the show with the new kit. Okay, I got to find the new kit. I didn't pull it up because I completely forgot about it, to be honest with you guys. But Steve, did you get a chance to see it?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't care for any of the new kits when they first come out. They have to grow on me. So I'll wait for this one to grow on me.
It's a very valid point. To be honest with you, though, I'm not sure how I feel about this one at all. Like, period.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
why?
Hold on. I gotta find a site that doesn't have these pop-ups. But I think the reason is just at first glance. Here we go. This is what I want to see. At first glance, I didn't even notice the pink lightning stripes across it. And it's just nothing special, Steven. Like every other Nike kit in Europe, you look at Atletico Madrid, they have an awesome kit. All three of their kits are awesome. Okay, Nike kit. All right. You look. What are some other teams with Nike kits in the Premier League? Tottenham. Tottenham's kits are nice. I like Tottenham's kits. Our kits this season, the home kit is nice. It's the only one I'm crazy about, though. But then you look at this leaked kit. Now, granted, I have seen people saying that this isn't going to be the kit because Nike usually has black tags which is actually something I didn't think about. But look at this, Steve. All right. I don't like the pink orangish in it. Like, I don't like that. Like the stripes down the middle. Why can't you come up with a better design for a Liverpool Football Club? It's not a good design.
Nice, actually.
I got to see it on a player. I've said it. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't have an opinion yet. All I'm saying is whenever I see our kits, with the exception of the 18-19 kit, because that kit was incredible. It's still one of the best kits. What's that?
The one with the collar?
The one with the collar. That kit is the best kit of the last 10 years. All right. Maybe the 17-18 kit, the one with the V, with the gold badge and the white New Balance, or maybe I have that backwards. That was a good one too. But I'm just underwhelmed by these kits.
Yeah, I mean, this year's, I thought it was trash at first, but it's kind of cool. And this one, they just need to grow on you.
I think it needs to grow on me as well, but some people were getting mixed reviews in the chat. But yeah, a bit disappointing. But again, we don't even know if it's confirmed or not. So let's just wait to see if any other news comes out about it. I have seen some leaked away kits and stuff too. Those look pretty cool. But as of right now, not too blown away by it, but we'll wait and see. Now, Steve, we'll wrap it up here. Do you have any closing thoughts?
You lose to Wolves, it's over.
I agree with that.
100%. Even if you win, it could be over. But every game is an absolute must-win now. Or you have to win the Champions League, or we'll be playing in the Europa League if we're lucky.
You don't even think about that.
I won't even watch a Europa League game.
You won't?
I work a lot. I skip portions of work for Champions League matches, not Europa League. Because they're always during the week.
They are. Yeah, no, that's the thing about watching over here, guys. Like, it's hard to watch every single match during the week. But if they're Champions League, you just got to make it happen. Europa League, though, I would still watch the match. I don't know why you wouldn't watch the match, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, and guys, we will be over on Anfield Agenda in 40 minutes time, come 10:30, 3:30. Join us over there for the Nothing But Reds Agenda. We'll be chatting about the kits. Mainly, we'll be talking about Van Dijk and Gomez being out until next season. They're going to be missing the Euros, so we'll be chatting about that, implications in terms of our defending. So make sure you join us over there. Steve, I appreciate you coming to the channel despite you being at the mountains drinking maple syrup out of trees. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, ladies and gents. It's a pleasure. It's an honor and a pleasure.
Honor and a pleasure. And hopefully we have just as good of a show over on Anfield Agenda with some good banter. And until then, guys, I need some coffee, Liz. But until then, take care.